Today's episode is all about health and well-being, particularly mental health, as we're all probably struggling to spend time in close proximity to people that we don't normally spend a lot of time with. One of the things we've had a number of messages about recently is about health and well-being, particularly mental health as an entrepreneur. And if you work from home, so someone specifically has asked us, what can they do to improve their mental health running their business from home? So I wasn't really equipped to answer that. So I'm passing over to my colleagues to help with this.
So I've got three things really. There's lots and lots of things, but I've put them into like three broad areas. So the first one is if you're craving human connection of different humans than you're confined with, maybe, because, sometimes the humans you're confined with may not be the humans that you want to be confined with, is to reach out. Social media is great, but pick the phone up and actually have some interaction with people speaking. If you're able to do FaceTime, Skype, Zoom calls with people, even better, because seeing someone is so much better than just speaking to them. We do a lot of Zoom stuff, and now when I have to do it just on the phone, it just doesn't feel the same. So, invite a few people in, have a little mini lunch together. You could invite a couple of colleagues in on Zoom and have lunch together, just to get some human contact with the different people than you're actually living with at the time. And then I suppose the opposite end of that is quiet time. Particularly back when this all started, the first couple of weeks, I felt like I was constantly on the phone or on Zoom calls. So I was helping our clients and helping people to see a way through. And particularly also, I think, because I wear earphones to do that, is that I felt like there was buzzing inside of my head all of the time. And I craved quiet time. So that can be meditation. It can just be sitting in the garden for 5 minutes. It can be taking yourself off somewhere, just to a different room, a different space, but a quiet space where you can just literally switch yourself off. I'm a person who has a lot of tabs open on my internet browser, which I know is not a good thing, but it's what I like to do. And I get to the point where I feel like my brain is like that. It's got too many tabs open and I need to reset, refresh, and wind it down in some way. And the way that I do that is actually to withdraw and have some quiet time to myself. And so that's my second point. And then the third one is to move around. So that can be anything from standing up doing a power pose, because I've mentioned that before, I'm big on that, changing your physiology, to actually doing some exercise and everything in between. Now, I don't know what's happening currently at the moment, because as you know, we shot these weeks ago, but get in your garden, just get out in the fresh air. The weather is improving now. We can get outside, kick a ball around, walk your dog, take your kids for a walk. If you've got kids at home with you, I'm sure they'll be climbing the walls wanting to get outside as well. Just move around in some way. It's just put me in the mind, I don't know if this is even still a thing, the Wii Fit, is that even still a thing? Just something to move so you feel different, you're in a different space, you're creating a different energy, and you're making yourself feel so much better.
And I guess there's a wealth of apps that you can download for home workouts. And what can you get the rest of the family in? Can you do it together as a family? That might make a real difference, and have that person to hold you to account. And a buddy, a lot of people buddy up at the gym, so do it at home. You might be really creative and do a FaceTime version of that and do workouts with your gym partner that you would normally do, but do it virtually. So there's some great tips there. For me, one of the fortunate things is we're starting this just as the weather starts to improve. So we're not trapped in. The days are getting a bit longer. There's more light out there, and that has a massive impact on how people feel. So
I mean, there's those, they sell those things in the winter, don't they, with the clocks that can wake you up with light. The light makes us all feel better. It's lighter in the morning, it's later, longer. Lighter, later, longer at night. That's not very easy to say. So at least we have got that longer daylight time that we can get out and do things and still fit in our working day and all the other things that we need to do as well.
Yeah, so take some breaks, get some fresh air. Don't just sit in your office all day. Chat with some people, do some exercise, and of course, share your comments, thoughts, feedback, what works, what doesn't work for you with us.
Brilliant. See you next time.
Thanks, guys.